Charvin's Extra Fine Oil Color line and sets are our luxury line of oil colors. Now, what does that mean, luxury line? It is definitely a professional line of paints. 205 colors. It's huge amount of colors that are offered. Some of the things that make it a little different, okay? Most oil paints, the main binder is going to be linseed oil. Now, Charvin uses poppy oil. It does dry a little bit slower, but it doesn't yellow over time or have the tendency to yellow over time the way linseed oil does. So the colors stay very vibrant. Also, they're triple roll milled on some of the highest quality mills available to making paint. And the pigments are absolutely beautiful. They're designed to reflect the hues of nature. So they're often marketed as the ultimate plein air painter's paint. But let me just kind of show you some of the working properties. The body of the paint is really smooth and creamy. It's a very soft painting experience. So the first thing I'm just going to do is kind of move some of this paint around and give you an idea of the body it has. So if you were going to be doing like impasto work, you can build up high peaks with this oil paint with no problem. But you can also, which I'll do a little bit later, blend it down a little bit with linseed oil and get very subtle glazes. Because they're so pigmented, you can very easily get those variations from very thin work to very thick work. So let's just kind of see how they blend together. I've got a few primary colors here. Very vibrant green. We'll move on to our yellow and red. This is their alizarin crimson that I'm mixing with this primary yellow. They blend very quickly. And then finally, let's mix our blue and our red. I'm getting a deep maroon here. Now, really the colors that poppy oil makes a huge difference on are your lighter colors and your whites. And I want you to take a look at their titanium white. It is a super white. Because it has poppy oil, it's not going to be as yellow or warm in tendency as most titanium whites. It's going to be a very bright, powerful titanium white because it has poppy oil and not linseed oil. And even if that color, even if that linseed oil wasn't yellowing your paint, it would yellow over time. It has a tendency to yellow over time. So super bright white. So let me go ahead and add some oil to this, and so we've kind of seen how it can build peaks. Let's see what happens when we add some more of that poppy oil. This is their clarified poppy oil. And I'm just going to add just a touch of this and just see. Starts to dissolve in that oil, and you can get those really nice subtle glazes. Of course, there's also their glazing medium and quick drying medium that you can use, but the paint's so richly pigmented, it really lends itself well for blending and glazing. They also have in their sets 205 colors, a huge range of colors. So they've put together specialty sets. I think they're called the Bonjour sets. And these sets are designed to give you like a nice little arrangement of greens or earth tones or blues. And I set aside here the greens. You know, this is a plein air product. I mean, it can be used anywhere, but they really try to capture the hues of nature. So this is their 9 tubes of green shades. And we went ahead and we prepped some of these colors. And the colors are just, there's nothing plastic looking about them. Sometimes you mix a green or you get green out of the tube, they don't look real. The hues are designed to mimic that natural look of nature, that natural light. And because of the poppy oil, it's not going to be yellowed down by the linseed oil that would go into a normal tube of paint. So the colors are meant to more accurately reflect that of nature. We also have a couple of the other sets here to show you. This is the one of their wood box sets. And you can kind of see in this paint box, just a beautiful little set. You get a bunch of colors. You get just about everything you need to take it on the road. Palette knife, brush, pencil, eraser. And whether you want to, take a piece of canvas panel and paint right out of the box, or just have this with you on the side, it's a really, really nice luxury set. Again, I'm going to go back to that word luxury line of oil colors. They also have an accessories kit, which is basically a huge assortment of brushes, really nice brushes, gold ferrule, lacquer handles, and 4 palette knives. Here are 3, and I've been I commandeered one to use for our demonstrations. And then finally, these palette cups that are really, really heavy duty. When I picked it up, I was really impressed with the weight of it. So your palette cups there. So a really, really nice product to try if you want to give yourself something out of the ordinary, a different type of painting experience, a luxury painting experience. So Charvin's Extra Fine Oil Paints and Sets. Hope you enjoy.